I'm really good at piecing the things together. So I was really good at stitching his different parts, like his front, his back, his sides, his top, his bottom, his legs, eyes, his teeth. I was really good at stitching all of that stuff together.
I'm ballin', I came from nothing to something like it's nothing. Yeah, you know I done it, that is no discussion, bitch. I'm ballin'. I made a promise to my mom.
Hello, YouTube. Robert here. I know I haven't been doing the car vlogs in a while. I kind of stopped them because it didn't seem like anybody enjoyed them, but after I stopped them, I had a few comments saying that people missed car vlogs, so maybe I'll bring it back every once in a while or something. I'll let you guys decide, so click that I and vote yes to bring them back on a regular basis, or no, or click every once in a while if you want to see them every once in a while. But anyway, so I'm just driving to work. I gotta turn in a couple of things to my boss. Yes. But anyway, so one question, one comment. Please forgive me, I don't remember who asked this, but they were wondering what's up with, what's the story behind Mr. Charlie back there. And as you can see, I added another friend who is SpongeBob. You might not be able to tell. SpongeBob is a crocheted piece. It's a crocheted piece that I made. It's an amigurumi, or however you say it. Crocheted and then stuffed with polyfill. And I made him, probably about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. So anyway, so the story behind Charlie Brown is, I work with adults with disabilities, and one of my ladies has dementia, but she used to go to a summer camp, and at this summer camp they had several opportunities for the campers to win prizes. Well, a year ago, when she went, one of the prizes that she saw when she won and was picking out her prize was Charlie Brown. And she told me that in that moment she thought I needed Charlie Brown and Charlie Brown needed me. So when I went and picked her up from camp and everything, she showed me Charlie Brown and said, "This is for you. When I saw him, I thought he needed you and you needed him." Ever since then, he's sat in that little cubby, because there's a fold-down armrest in the back seat, and so he fits perfectly, so it's like his little seat, and he stays there, doesn't fall, knock on wood, because now that I said that, he's going to fall out of there. But he sits there, that's his seat, so he always sits in my car. And now that her dementia is getting worse, she still knows and still remembers Charlie Brown and giving him to me. And my car is a black with tinted windows car. One of the favorite TV shows she likes almost everything, but one of her favorites was Knight Rider with Michael Knight, and of course he had the black car with the red lights on the front that could talk to Michael and all of that stuff. So because my car's all black, it reminds her of Knight Rider, so she calls my car Knight Rider. So anytime I get there, she's all concerned and looks out the window or the front door to see if Knight Rider's there. And if she sees Knight Rider, then she says, "Hello, Charlie," saying hi to Charlie Brown, because she knows I keep him in here. Well, so that's the story behind Charlie Brown. Now the story behind SpongeBob, about 2 years ago, or a little over 2 years ago, I was working with another individual with dementia, and when he went to hospice house when we had the feeling it was the end. So basically, one of his favorite movies, or one of his favorite TV shows characters, was SpongeBob. So I crocheted SpongeBob, and I got him finished right before he passed away, so I didn't have a chance to give him SpongeBob. Now, when I went to the funeral, I tried to give SpongeBob to his family members, and they insisted that I keep SpongeBob as a memory and a reminder of him. And so SpongeBob's been sitting in my car since that day. So he's been in my car for 2 years. I didn't have him with Charlie. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I didn't have him with Charlie. So the other day, probably 2 weeks ago, I think, I was telling my one lady now about Charlie Brown, and for whatever reason this day she was concerned that Charlie was alone and was lonely. And I told her, oh, well, he's got this really cool friend. His name is SpongeBob. And they just laugh and cause a scene in the car. They have a party. They kind of dance, I guess. And she's like, what? She's like, SpongeBob? Who's that? Well, she knows what SpongeBob is. But on this particular day, she didn't remember. It didn't click until I brought SpongeBob into the house and showed her, and she thought that was the best idea, that Charlie now had a friend named SpongeBob, and she just thought that was the bee's knees, that was it, that was awesome. So that is the story of Mr. Charlie Brown, and now you got the story of SpongeBob. I'm proud of him. I'm a perfectionist, if you will, with these types of things. So the stitches, like the crochet stitches, are all perfect. Now, I'm not a master when it comes to sewing on crocheted pieces. So I've seen all of those different scarves and blankets and all of that kind of stuff where people do the crochet for the base and then they stitch on top of it with cross stitch, just with yarn. I'm not so good at that. So SpongeBob has some back stitching for like his mouth and things like that, and it's okay. I'm really good at piecing the things together, so I was really good at stitching his different parts, like his front, his back, his sides, his top, his bottom, his legs, eyes, his teeth. I was really good at stitching all of that stuff together, but I'm not really good with the whole back stitching and cross stitching thing on crochet, and I don't know why, because you would think it would be about the same as normal stitching or whatever, but it's quite different. And if you've never tried it, or if you have tried it and you have ideas, let me know. But I find it very difficult. So the other day I was thinking about Drew and Phil, and how Phil does those amigurumi little things and stuff. So when I was showing my client the SpongeBob, I was thinking about Drew and Phil the whole time. And then I also have tips and tricks on granny squares, because I know several videos ago of Drew and Phil's, Phil said something about not being able to do granny squares. So I have tips and tricks if he wants to hear that, or if anybody wants to hear that, really, on how to get straight squares perfectionist, so I found the best method for me. Hello, YouTube. It's Robert here. So, let's address the elephant in the room, so to speak. So, I decided I wanted to glam myself up, if you will, get ready for fall. I've got my coffee over there. It's an iced coffee, but whatever. Had to bust out my Minions jacket here. And I decided put some makeup on my face, under my eyes, and then use some lipstick. So for those that care, I'm going to tell you what kind it is. If you don't care, skip forward, because then we'll be doing Q&A next. So this is Bordeaux Beauty by e.l.f. It's a moisturizing lipstick by e.l.f. I don't think you'll be able to see that, but yeah, not. It's Bordeaux Beauty. Looks like that. It's like a deep burgundy. And then it's supposed to be like a matte. I don't like matte. So then I use the Super Glossy Lip Shine by e.l.f. is what I put on top. So there's that. Elephant in the room has been addressed. Now, back to some questions, comments, whatever. So Lori says, you have been a very busy stitcher with tons of progress. Good for you. Question for you. So what will your projects be planning, or what projects will I be planning for Christmas? She knows that I've mentioned before doing ornaments. Would I show older Christmas projects? And what is my new Christmas projects? I don't have any that are done. Most of the stuff, like the older stuff, I've gifted or just didn't get finished and probably threw it away within some of these moves and stuff. My plans right now, I'd like to do ornaments. Unfortunately, my ornament book got damaged. One of my doggies spilled stuff on it. And so I tried to save it, but there's several pages that got like permanently glued together. It wasn't a very expensive book, so I'll probably pick that up from Hobby Lobby or something. Anyway, I don't have any specific plans right now. Right now, the only Christmas project I'm working on is the Christmas stocking. And then I was working on a couple of ornaments. Santa Claus, I don't remember. I think I showed them on a couple of videos ago. But I can't continue those till I get that book replaced. Then Semyun Aya, sorry, butchered that. Anyway, says, wow, you made a lot of progress. I did. And then last but not least, Jan says, Robert, you're back. I was starting to go through withdrawals, not seeing updates from you once a week. I'm glad you like everything in your birthday package. I was worried about the Busilla kit not being your taste. I'm glad you're stitching it and gifting it to the group home that I work at. I'm sure the residents will love seeing it on their walls. I've lost track of all your whips that you've got going on. Maybe sometime you could do a whip parade of all of them. Any pictures of the new nephew? Does he have a name yet? I know I keep asking, but I still keep hoping one of these days your husband, will pop in and say hi on camera. Love the look of the new glasses. I was also happy to see a few starter stitches put in on the Celestial Dragon and all the other whips I worked on. Do I plan on only taping Flosstube once a month from now on? Hugs and stitches, Jan. No, I want to do it every week. Just that last time it had been crazy, and then when I had a moment, I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. I feel like stitching. So then I stitched. But anyway, hopefully it'll be every week. Then I do have pictures of my new nephew, and I'll put it in. His name is Remington. I've told my husband that he should pop in because people want him to, and he says no. So I'm still working on that. But yeah, so that's it for questions and comments. So there's that. So next is, I don't have a picture to show of this one, but I purchased the pattern for the Armada Designs class schedule SAL, which will start January 2018. So that'll be awesome. I'm going to link their Instagram below, or their name for Instagram. I'll put that down below so you can check that out. It's awesome. And I think I'll put their website down there as well. Because it's not too late. You can join in on the fun. I opted for just the pattern. They have a couple different things where you could get the whole kit. You could get the fabric kit, the floss kit, and then one with the needle minder, or just the pattern. I opted just for the pattern. But anyway, so there's that. Then let's do whips. I don't have a lot of progress this time, but I keep trying to remind myself that last time I did it, I had like 3 weeks worth. So the first one, I'm not sure if I got any more on it, but I'm going to show it anyway. It is the Porter Ash Residence by Debbie Patrick. So there's that. And here it is. I can't remember if I got any more progress on it or not, but if I did, great. If not, well, here it is again. But still loving that piece. Then I got some more done on my Imperial Dragon. So let me flip to the front page here. So the Imperial Dragon's gonna look like that. Still not very far on this, but I guess some progress is better than no progress. And so that is where I'm at. Almost got that corner bit done. Have a couple more rows there to do, and then I can move on. I think I'm going to go across the top, maybe branch down and start doing the dragon, just because I'm impatient and I like to see progress. So there's that. And then, last but not least, because I haven't worked on very many things this week, so I've gotten a lot of work done, a lot of progress done, but I haven't worked on a lot of things. Now, I know those of you that don't like parking threads, you're not going to like this very much, because there's a lot of parking going on. But, yeah. So this is on my Lady Gaga piece. So there's that. I've gotten quite a bit done. This is her hair. This is the background where it goes dark in the background behind her. And then her eye will start somewhere right here, I believe. And this is the bottom, or no, it's not. I have, I think, about 13 more stitches to go down, and then that'll be the bottom of the page. This is the side of the page, the first page, so about there will be the first. And I forget how many I have, but I'll show you a picture. I think it's just black and white though. So I'll show you a picture here. Yeah, it's just black and white. Show you a picture here, and then I'll insert one that's color. But there's that. So just to refresh your memory on what she's gonna look like. She would look really good in black and white. So the blacks, whites, and grays. That would look good. Anyway. So there's that. And then I'll insert picture here. All right. That's all I have for whips right now. Oh, I didn't answer that on Jan's question. I think I will do a whip parade of everything that I have going on, even if I haven't worked on it in a while, just to refresh everybody's memory. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow and upload it on Sunday, because today's technically Friday. You might see this on Saturday, so maybe I'll film it on Saturday and upload it on Sunday. I think I'll do that. Last but not least, I have a couple of shout outs for people that I have found and have been watching. They're awesome. They're new to Flosstube, I believe. It is Handmayde. It's HANMAYDE. Link will be in the description. Absolutely amazing. I think she only has the one video out, but awesome. Then LJC, I think, also has only one video out that was put out like 6 days ago. She's awesome, so go check her out. Link in the description. And I can't believe I am so late on the bandwagon on this next one. I mean, how many people have shouted her out, and I guess I didn't have pad and paper or whatever to do it. But Kay's Cross Stitch, oh my god! Like, I mean, she's like a legend. You know, she's like McKenna status, right? So anyway, so I started watching her and subscribed to her as well. So again, link in the description. So check them all out. Also look forward to that video on Sunday, showcasing all of my whips, everything that I have going on. But until then, I will see you all next time. Have a fantastic stitchy week, and I will see you next Friday. Goodbye.